Women are furious that men won't pay for their food anymore. I mean, guys, dudes are in their soft guy era now, and they're beginning to realize that they don't need to pay for a woman's meal anymore. Women have their own money, and women are taking advantage of men. It's basically showing now as things are going downhill for women in Western society as a result of inflation, changing laws, and so forth. The level of entitlement is beginning to be revealed, and men are seeing exactly how women behave. Society is seeing how women behave and how women view men. They only want our attention, our time, and our money. Let's go ahead and jump into some of these videos because this is very, very revealing, and it reveals why men are walking away. And then the crazy thing is that women are going to back up other women and say, no, that's what a man is for. That's what a man is for. This is amazing.
Only man at the table. Is it your job to pay for everyone? Well, these ladies think so.
You're the only man at the table. You're not gonna pay the tax.
But I'm not obligated. I got my whole family.
It's $700 for this whole table, and it's my birthday.
They were upset because he requested to split the check and wasn't down to pay for everyone else, except for the birthday girl and his wife. But people online have been sharing their opinion on the video.
Only $700, and you're not gonna pay? If it's only $700, then when y'all break this down, it's about $100 something a person. Light work, that's good. And y'all stressing about $100?
I would have paid that check, and then I would have just never spoke to them again.
See, some of you guys need to stop having such unrealistic expectations of your friends, and then you won't end up disappointed.
So, do you agree with the women at the table? Let us know in the comments below.
Do you see the lunacy of this? Do you agree with the women at the table where you went out to eat with a woman and her family, and you expected her father to pick up the entire check for all of you? Do you see the reason why men are done with Western society and the gaslighting? Because there are all of these women that are like, that they're right, that's what a man is supposed to do. Guys, this is a sick society that we live in. When I tell you that these people, they don't even like us. They don't even like us. I think that we have another video here where we can jump in and get a better look at it. Let's go ahead and watch that.
I got the birthday girl and my wife.
Separate tax. Sorry, you're the only man at this table. Why are we doing separate tax? It's all women here.
No, but I'm not responsible for paying everybody. I got the birthday girl.
You invited everybody.
You invited all of us.
I didn't invite you, but I didn't sign up for that. Okay, there's nobody else doing the.
You participate.
I know we ain't got shit.
I don't care how y'all do it.
I'm sorry. Dave, but you always pay, like, you're the only man at the table. You're not going to pay the tax.
But I'm not obligated. I got my whole family.
It's $700 for this whole table, and it's my birthday.
This is your podcast co-host.
I want y'all to check that out. It's $700, and you're the only man at the table. So if there were other men at the table, then the men at the table would be obligated to pay. Guys, this is the mental state of women in Western society in 2024. This is how they think. This is how they operate. Men exist to pay our bills. They are living entirely off the simp economy. This is a daughter. And you know what's crazy? You know what? He didn't raise his daughter right. Because can you imagine that you bring your daughter out and she's just sitting there at the table looking like this and not really saying anything? Basically, birds of a feather flock together. So obviously you can see the kind of person that she would be, where your father is being taken advantage of, and they're like, it's only $700. It's $700. That's what guys spend on one date. Like that's what they're getting on. $700. That's what men spend on one date, and it's only $700 for all of us. And you're the only man at the table. That's what men are supposed to do. Don't you understand your place as a man? Like, my gosh, something is wrong with men in Western society today because they don't understand what their job is. Their job is supposed to pay for women and take care of women, even though we're independent and we have our own money and we don't need them. And then you wonder why when men flip it back and say we're in our soft guy era and women need to spend $800 when they take us out, and they need to, buy us Bitcoin, because that's flowers for men. They need to buy us nice things. They could pay for an iPhone. They could send us some money, Cash App us some money, PayPal us some money, just to show us that they care, and when men start doing it, women get pissed off because they're living entirely off the simp economy. This is how women operate. One dude goes, oh, I would pay the bill and just never speak to them again. Hell no. $700, guys. They don't value our money at all. They think that our money is trash. Okay? How much money do you think this poor guy makes? $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 a year? I mean, come on. It's thievery. It's absolute thievery at an insane level of entitlement, guys. This is why I'm so critical with Gen Z. Gen Z doesn't realize its kindness, but I'm going to be honest with you. I've mostly given up on Gen Z because as I begin to understand them, when one Gen Zer legit said to me, "Oh, I believe God exists. I just don't care." Keyword care. Oh, really? Okay, I got you. So basically, the center of your life is money and consumerism, and we need to, oh, you're not making enough money, so we need to pay you to be honest. So if you were being paid enough, then you wouldn't commit crimes and you would be honest, like you wouldn't steal from us. Okay, I got you, Gen Z. So you're just naturally dishonest people. Because regardless if you're being compensated or not, honest people don't steal from others. Honest people don't commit crimes if they're not even if they're not getting what they want. Just because a company is dishonest to you doesn't mean you can be dishonest to a company. Just because a company is stealing from you doesn't mean that you can go and steal from the company. All right? If you're not, first off, no one forced you to work there. Don't get me wrong. Okay? A lot of these companies are using predatory hiring practices because they know young people don't know what they're doing. They know most people don't know what they're doing once they go out into the workforce. And it takes a number of years until you realize how to advocate for yourself. And so that's not a problem when it comes to Gen Z. The problem is that Gen Z is dishonest. Gen Z is so crooked. And then modern women have the same behavior. Young women have this entitled behavior. That's why their jobs are being eliminated rapidly by artificial intelligence. And as soon as the floor falls out from the economy and the next financial crisis finally hits, we're in a crisis right now. But once it becomes evident and they can't hide it anymore, God help us that this thing finally this thing stops. Guys, they're not going to be able to make it through this. Like a lot of people are not going to make it through this one. I'm telling you, because they're living entirely off the simp economy. But to think that she'll go out with someone with someone's father and try to take advantage of this woman's father. Like, guys, they don't view us. It doesn't matter if you are. It doesn't matter if you are a friend, a brother, a father, an uncle, man, maybe even Jesus Christ. They'll tell you straight up that you're a man and you're a man, so you need to pay for some stuff. All right? It's your job to pay for everything. That's what you're here for. And they're gonna shame you if you don't, like, guys, and then you wonder why they're like furious about soft guy, or they're like, oh, you're jealous of our lives. You're jealous of our lives. You're jealous because you're not women, because we have these lives and you're men have to go out there and work hard while women, we have it much easier. And you're jealous because we have it easier. You're jealous that, you're jealous because we're women.
Men are so jealous of women, especially beautiful women. And the root of all of that anger and all of that jealousy is the patriarchy, which is, guess what? Set up by men. The reality is that men are expected to wake up early every single day and go to work and get a paycheck and pay for bills, not only for themselves, but for their wives, their girlfriends, any future kids they might have. They have to do hard manual labor or work their way up a corporate ladder. But women don't have to do that. And it makes y'all so upset that girls like me or other beautiful girls can capitalize off of our looks and make an amazing living. And I'm not saying at all that just because a girl is pretty, she doesn't have to work hard or she isn't a hard worker. If anything, you kind of have to work a little bit harder to get over the bias of being pretty. But there's no denying that there are so many life advantages to being attractive. This goes for men and women, but for whatever reason, it makes men so upset. The fact that I make the money that I do and I have the lifestyle that I have because of my looks and what I post on social media really upsets y'all. Because y'all wish y'all had it this easy and y'all don't, so you're angry.
You wish you had it this easy and you don't, so you're angry. She basically admits right off the bat that men live very hard lives, but because men are men, that's their fate. Your fate as a man is to live a hard life and to work hard and to suffer and to struggle in this world and to pay for everything because that's just your plight. While women have it much easier in life, although they still have it hard because they have to work harder to get rid of the perception that because they're pretty and because they're gonna have everything handed to them, they're not as capable as men. Like, bro, this is insane. Or that they're lazy. Like, guys, do you hear this? And we need to blame the patriarchy for all of this because the patriarchy is what leads men to believe this. guys, this is slavery, and women are very very aware of it. And I'll tell you right now, what ends up happening. This woman is an OnlyFools model. She's on OnlyFools, Lonely Fans, and she's making her money from there. That's what a lot of these young women are doing today. And when the floor falls out and they can't make that money off OnlyFools and OnlyFans anymore, when the platform gets banned, the IRS comes for them and is like, okay, you need to pay us, you need to pay us this amount of money, you're behind on your taxes, blah, blah, blah. And companies won't hire them because they can't return to the real world and they're used to a certain kind of lifestyle, because they have no financial literacy, they're completely broke. They won't have anyone to turn to. They won't have anyone to turn to. They won't be able to, to go back into the normal world and fit back into that. They won't even be able to get a job at McDonald's because a lot of those jobs are disappearing right now as well. And think about this: going from making 200, 300, $400,000 a year off OnlyFools to making, $15 an hour or even $20 an hour. If they could even land a job like that, it's not going to be. They're not going to want to do it. So where are they going to go? They're going to go straight to the. They're going to go to the streets. They're going to go to. They're going to go to the streets and they're going to try to make their money off the streets, and they're going to keep on getting picked up on the streets. Try to because. Guys, it's from the streets that they came, and it is to the streets that they shall return. And y'all know I'm right. When she's no longer able to make her money off OnlyFools and LonelyFans, and buy her substances at that, she's gonna go straight to the streets. And don't forget that the streets lead to the church, and the church leads to the streets. It's a vicious cycle. You'll even have someone like her after like they basically run out of everything and like they're tired now, they can't do it anymore, and they'll pop up on the whatever podcast wearing a turtleneck, acting like they're so righteous and looking and becoming a part of the tradcon movement and trying to lecture other young women about being virtuous and godly and all this and becoming born again because God could wash all the sins away. And it's amazing because suddenly they're going to sit there and act like they never knew that men lived such hard lives and why we need to respect men because I just never knew these things, while she's sitting here and has a video where she clearly puts it out there that she knows exactly how hard life is for men. Women know exactly how hard life is for men. They just don't care. They do not like us. They just want our attention, our time, and our money, guys. It's not that they don't understand. It's just that they don't care. By the way, guys, don't forget I have another channel called Angry where I discuss gaming, anime, geek stuff, nerd stuff, real world stuff, or whatever else interests me. There's a link to a description of the video. Go check it out. Subscribe to the channel. Support my work. And if you're enjoying the content on this channel and you want even more Angry Guy content, you can head over to the Men Walking Away channel where I post daily videos. So if you want even more Angry Guy content, head over to the Men Walking Away to the Men Walking Away channel. There's a link to it in the description of the video. Subscribe to the channel. Enjoy the content. Guys, what do you think regarding all of this? Women are furious that men won't pay for their food anymore. I want to hear your thoughts on this, so let me know what you guys think in the comments. Like the video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, share the video. And just remember that all roads lead to MWA, Men Walking Away. And cheers.